of living organisms and 5 kingdom system. I hope you understand what is this classification. Classification is basically mean arrangement of living organisms into groups and subgroups according to their similarities and dissimilarities. If there are similarities, organisms are placed in same group, and if there are dissimilarities, organisms are placed in 2 subgroups or more than that. To understand this diverse living form, we need to know about 5 kingdom system, which is used nowadays mostly. And in our world, all of the living organisms are divided into 5 major kingdoms or 5 major groups. And in this video, we are going to talk about this. And this 5 kingdom system was proposed by archaeologist R.H. Whitaker in 1959. And this 5 kingdom system is not only the first kingdom system, but there are also 2 kingdom system, 3 kingdom system, 4 kingdom system. And then this 5 kingdom system. And Sir R.H. Whitaker used 3 criteria or base to divide these organisms into 5 types. And the first criteria is the type of cell. It means whether the cell is prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Prokaryotic means the cell which have no nucleus within the cytoplasm, and eukaryotic means cell which have nucleus within the cytoplasm. But these both prokaryotic and eukaryotic are unicellular. It means single cell. And the second criteria is the cellularity. It means whether there is only single cell within the organism or so many cells. Further, if there are so many cells, what is the level of the body and how the body designed within it. And the third criteria is nutrition. It means can the organism make its own food, or does it depend on other organisms for food and nutrition. These are the three criteria to divide these organisms into 5 groups. Now let's know about first kingdom called Kingdom Monera. This is most primitive life form on our earth, and this is microscopic, unicellular and have no nucleus within it. It means it is prokaryotic cell, and all members of this Kingdom Monera are bacteria, archaebacteria and cyanobacteria. Now let us know about second kingdom system called Kingdom Protista. It is unicellular but have nucleus within it. It means it is eukaryotic, and if the cell make tissues and organs, they will have many cells within the organism. It means they will have millions, billions and trillions of cells within the organism. But when the cells don't make any tissues or organs, but stay just in like a colony, then they have estimated cells within the organism. And this Kingdom Protista can divide into 2 and go and keep linked with plants to make its own food. It means it is autotrophic. It means the method which making its own food is called as autotrophic method. And now the members of this Kingdom Protista are diatoms, algae, euglena, amphibia, paramecium and plasmodium. And this Kingdom Protista is mostly aquatic. It means it lives in water. And now let's check out the third kingdom called Kingdom Mycota, also known as Kingdom Fungi. The members of this Kingdom Fungi are yeast, mushrooms and molds. This Kingdom Fungi have thread-like structures called hyphae. This hyphae make the rotted food into liquid form and then absorb. And then this Kingdom Fungi will get nutrition values. It means it can get food to it. And now let's know about the fourth kingdom called Kingdom Metaphyta, also known as Kingdom Plantae. It has eukaryotic cell. It means it has nucleus within it, and also it has cellulose cell wall, and also chlorophyll, which helps in photosynthesis. It means which helps in making its own food. And as it's making its own food, it is autotrophic. And now some of these Kingdom Plantae are like herbs, shrubs and trees. Now let's know about the fifth kingdom called Kingdom Metazoa, also known as Kingdom Animalia. This is multicellular. It means it has so many cells within the organism, and it is eukaryotic. It means it have nucleus within the cell, and it have cell membrane. Before we check it, Kingdom Plantae, it has cell wall, and this Kingdom Animalia have cell membrane. And the fourth point is it can make tissues and organs. So what? It have multicellular. It means it have so many cells within the organism. And the fifth point is it is heterotrophic. It means it depends on other organisms for food. And the organisms which have no bones are like earthworms, and insects like mosquitoes and cockroaches. And the organisms which have bones like fish, lizard, birds, carp, and also including humans. This is all about classification of living organisms. I hope you understand, and next I'll come with another interesting topic. Till then, bye.